Hello there, it is Miss Jennie Jane, and I am here today to talk to you and to show you some crocheted wares. And I am doing this to help out Miss Sheep because she has been crocheting for a long time, and I want to show off some of her stuff, and she won't, so I hope you will understand. I will tell you a little bit about the fabrics of the yarn, if I can recall what they all are. And this first one is just an acrylic. So you can buy these cake yarns, which look like a little cake, and they have all the colors already in them. And I'm going to go ahead and hold that up for you. You can see there are different stitches and different colors, and they all come through together on this one yarn. And those are the kind of yarns you can get at the craft store for fairly inexpensive if you watch for the coupons. But this one is called a triangle scarf, and most of the scarves that I will show you, or shawls or wraps, are the same. And as far as being triangular. And what's lovely about that is that you can wear it as a shawl, and I'll show you the back side, as you can see, and just keep a little wrap on, or you can wear the triangle in front, which is kind of popular right now. And we'll see if I can show you that. So you get the little point down in front, like so. And then you wrap the top like so. And you can either tie the top, or you can, do a little tie here, or you can just leave it loose, which I prefer. Some of the bigger ones you can tie easier, and I'm going backwards on this thing. There you are. So it's lovely in the fall and the winter to have this right around your neck to keep you cozy. But I also like them because they're a bit versatile, and I can change them up. So there's that one. Oh, I was going to show you the different stitches. Can you see that ridge in there? There are ridges ever so often. And there's this center part, which has these holes in it. And there we are. And so it's a little harder to get that center spine down in the knitting. But in crocheting, it's very easy because you have to turn the corner. And you just leave a little extra space in there, or add an extra stitch depending on what set you're doing. But there you are. And I'm wondering if that's going to cover up my voice when I'm showing you these in front of my face, but we'll just see. This next one I'm going to pull out of a baggie. This Miss Counting Sheep has started an Etsy site called Sheep Encounters. And so some of these, but not all of these items, will show up on her site. So I will make sure she puts the link down below so that you can see her shop. But this is merino wool. Now, I find that sometimes these wools, this is a little softer merino, but it's a little, they can be a little scratchy to me. So I like the wool blends. But this one is just 100% merino. And it's the same. It's a triangle scarf with oops, there we are, with the little point down in front. I get it a little backwards with this camera, but there you are. And that's this little gray, I believe they call it, when you, tonal. It's tonal. I'm learning all these terms. But this is a tonal when you have different variations of the same color. All right? And that's a merino wool. And again, all of these triangle scarves can be worn both ways. So there you are. I'm just going to hold that up. It's interesting because these tonals kind of turn out stripy. And it's a different effect. But if you knit, they don't look so stripy. So it's interesting. All right, let's see. I'm missing a scarf. I don't know what I did with it. There, maybe I'll show you at another time. But there's one called a boomerang scarf, which is almost like a half a triangle or a long triangle. And there's probably a geometry name for that I can't recall. But you just put the front part of the boomerang over and then just throw over the loose long end. So it's a little lighter scarf, which can be nice for a spring or fall evening when you need something just a little lighter. And that one is made out of a blend. These last two are blends. And Miss Sheep dyed the yarns for these, so that's kind of fun too. This one has heather gray and lavender purple, or heather purple depending, because heather is purple too. And I believe she calls this one Scotch heather. And this one has some lovely textures to it, which I will show you. Perhaps I will move the camera down and put this on this little table in front of me so that you might see it a little bit better. There we go. Now you can see this stitch hopefully a little bit better. It has a scalloped edge, and Miss Sheep blocks these, which means you soak them for a while, and then you put them on these foam pads, and you put pins in all of the little picot tips so that they hold their form a little bit better. But this one you can see has the spine up the center, and it's a little lacier. It has these eyelets, little holes in them, which make it look a little lighter. It has this little thing called a puffy stitch here. And then it has some different sized eyelets. These are the smaller ones. And this is the bigger one. So what Miss Sheep did was she dyed the yarns in two batches. This one is called a fade. Can you see how it's a darker gray, and it kind of lightens up to the natural color of the yarn fiber. And then she had, actually I guess there were three batches, because this one, she takes the hanky yarn, and it comes kind of rolled up in an infinity shape, or a twisted shape probably is a better way to say it. And she puts it in the dye vat so that some parts of the yarn will not get the color. So as you can see, there's kind of a bit of a pattern that begins to show up where the patches of color are on the yarn. And then she combined the deep purple and the gray at the bottom to create kind of a gray eggplant color. So there you are. And this is a blend of, I believe it's merino and bamboo. And this is her favorite kind of yarn to work with because it drapes so nicely on, and it's light but also warm. And it knits up so beautifully, and it has just a little bit of a sheen, which probably won't show up in this camera. But it does have a lovely sheen to it. This camera tends to wash out the colors a little bit. So I'm going to just show you one more scarf that's also from a hand-dyed yarn that Miss Sheep dyed. And she calls this shawl or wrap English rose. And it kind of has an old-fashioned feel to it, which of course I like. It takes about, I'd say 20 to 24 hours for her to crochet. This one probably was more like 30, but for her to crochet a shawl. And this one has little tassels on it, as you can see. It's got a little pressed down in the package, but it has little tassels on the end of it, which is kind of fun. I'll just shake those up. There are so many fun things now. There are pom-poms and there are tassels. And there's something kind of in between a pom-pom and a tassel that sometime I'll show you. Maybe I'll show you some of her knit hats. She makes some real cute hats. Her sister who does the knitting. All right, so here is a shawl called English Rose. And there's the spine, and you can see it has a little tassel on the tip, and it has more of a feminine scalloped edge to it rather than the picot little tips. And I don't know, I hope you can see, but it repeats that tone pattern of the scallop. And 3 times, and there's the fade. So we've got the fade going the opposite direction in this one, where we start with the bath yarn, and it makes its way into the deeper tones. And then this one is one that has been, the colors were squeezed with a squeeze bottle all over so that it has multicolor to it. It has a deeper winey red, it has the light rose, and then it almost fades to pink. So there you are. Now I'm going to show you, because the pattern is kind of fun here. Actually, I think it's going to show better on the other side. It sure is. I have the wrong side out. So I'm hoping you can see the textures a little bit better, but I'm going to hold it up close for you. Can you see that there are some ridges? They're like 2 little ridges here, and there's some ridges there that give it a little more dimension. I think that's why I like this old-fashioned scarf. I hope that the camera will focus on that for you. And then this scarf again, perhaps I'll put this on. Just one moment. Hello again. I'll move over here. And this scarf again is just kind of fun to put on. There we are. And I'll stand up so that you can see the tassel. But I just love this scarf. And this one's quite large, so it holds. It ties, in front very easily, which is kind of nice. Oh, I can back up for you so you can see a little bit more. There we are. Let me get the camera view. And then I can pull that down a little bit over my shoulders if I need a little bit of warmth there. Or I can just tie this in front and keep it a little tighter like a scarf. Pull this up inside of there. There we go. And this one I think is particularly beautiful. So is the Scotch Heather one. But this one I think is particularly lovely. Let me undo it here. Worn as a regular scarf and bag. So it just wraps over and you can see it. Let me move over. It covers a great deal of the arm, and it makes it so cozy to just keep that on in the summer, in the winter, and in the fall. So there you are. I hope that you have enjoyed this little show and tell. And I'll come back and show some more of her stuff sometime. Or maybe she'll show some of it herself. We'll just see. But I hope that you have enjoyed this. And I will be back soon. I do believe that Miss Sheep has expressed that she would like to do some more meditation and hypnosis videos, because people do seem to enjoy that. But I just wanted to play a little bit with some color. I do love color, and I love texture. So this was a great opportunity for me to show and tell a little bit here of color and texture both for you. I do hope you have a wonderful night, and I thank you for stopping by. Goodbye now.